Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Sims Medieval here in Bosstone Kingdom. And we are currently here with Dame Alana, our knight, and she is trying out her brand new weapon that we bought from the squire last night. And she's having a little bit of trouble with it because the weight is so much heftier than she's used to. But she is not going to let that get her down. It has a lot more attack, and that really appeals to her. So even though it's a lot to get used to, she's going to do her best. So today we're going to spend a little bit of time having another day in the knight's life, there we go, and doing some of her responsibilities so that we can take care of the things that we need to, practice military strategy with someone for 30 minutes, and discuss foreign affairs with territorial leaders are a couple key things that she needs to do. We are also going to go ahead and we are going to flirt a little bit more with the buildmaster, and I'm thinking we may even go into town in order to sell some of the rare treasures, or even on another adventure and then sell some of the rare treasures that we've snagged before going ahead and turning in our quest item, the wild boar's head, and finishing up our quest. I am loving this though. It's so much fun to be able just to spend like a day in the Sims life, and it's really fun. Actually, I think our performance meter is improving. Rises when our focus is green, and falls when focus is red or quest tasks have been ignored. So you know what? Let's keep going. Let's keep going and doing days in the life of our knight until we manage to get to platinum on this quest. I think that would be fantastic. So we're going to finish up training for one thing. There we go. And now that we're fully trained up, then we're going to go ahead and do our daily tasks. So let's see what we can do. We're going to pop over. I think we need to go ahead and look at and enter in here. Who's this? This is Brian the villager. Let's come over. We need to speak with our knights really quickly. We need to go ahead and gossip and how fare thee. It looks like Inesetta, the servant, is chit-chatting with our guard, Angeline. I freaking love this game. It's so much fun to watch all the characters. They just do their own things. It's so cool. And then it looks like, oh my gosh, my advisors, or the advisors are fighting. Oh, no, they were agreeing with one another. Everything's cool. And Inesetta is scrubbing the floors. Looks like guard Angeline wants to chat too. Merchant Prince Jade of Trinity is secretly practicing dark magic. I just know it. Oh, we better make sure that he doesn't end up flirting with the queen. I know she was thinking about potentially having to marry him if that meant like improving relations. All right, let's talk with Angeline. I know we would probably do an impersonation. I think she definitely would want to be like really funny, like tell a joke, perform a sleight of hand. I think she just likes to be funny from time to time. And she kind of picked up like the way to kind of joke with the people who work under you from when she worked with her queen, when she worked with the pirate queen, or at least we were calling her the pirate queen, basically Sea Dog Casey, who I'm saying, even though she's currently a drunkard, once upon a time was our pirate, or like a pirate queen. So retired now, maybe. Brian the villager is one of the worst cooks in Bosstone. I had his vegetable stew once and it was disgusting. Good to know. That's important information to be able to protect ourselves from. Who are you? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's flower seller Penelope. Wow. She's quite lovely. It just always surprises me when I see her. Let's tell a funny story. And then let's just discuss adventures. And then let's go ahead and maybe expound upon violence and see what that does. I think she's also bloodthirsty. So we'll talk about violence for a little bit. Oh, we had a willing ear. And what's this? Watch performance. Okay. Looks like everybody is enjoying the performance and wanting to come and dance. Oh my gosh, look at this. An impromptu celebration. It looks like everyone's having a grand time. And why the buildmaster? Because I think he's a fuzzy bear and I like him. Is that an elf? Oh my gosh, Huntswoman Felicia? She's an elf? That's so cool. I see those elf ears. I see that knowing look she's giving us. Aw, man, I think the queen needs to become friends with Felicia, actually. That would be really cool to have an alliance among elves. All right. There we go. We're having a grand time over here. And I think we would go ahead and come on over. Maybe praise the looks again of the buildmaster in the middle of all this dancing. Let's go ahead and do that. I think she would be quite kind of flirty. Let's woo a little bit. And then extol his virtues just to sort of tease him somewhat. And then we're going to go ahead and come over and practice military strategy with someone. So probably not the build master. Let's go ahead. Guard Angeline seems to be pretty willing to listen to bloodthirsty plots. So we need to practice that for about 30 minutes. That was a lot of experience points. What? Looking for a fight. Oh, she's starting to feel a little bit annoyed and wants to fight again. Did we do that long enough? Practice for 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes. Practice military strategy. Let's have Royal Advisor Paula come over. Come on, Paula. Where are you? Paula. Oh, there you are. There we go. Completed that requirement for our day. Hello, Brewer-Shay. And now we must go and speak with the foreign dignitaries, and they're inside of here. So let's look in here. All right, so we'll come and chit chat with them now. All right, discuss foreign affairs with the prince, who everybody says is participating in dark magic. I don't know what we think about that. Oh, and there's food in here, but it's gone bad. Phooey. What on earth, Prince, are you doing? Smithmaster, Prince, I don't... All right, Prince, I'm not that impressed with your fighting skills. And Her Majesty has even come in to observe some said like fighting skills. Oh, look, there's a little kidlet. Or the shrimp. The shrimp or the scamp. I thought it said the shrimp and I was going to laugh so hard. All right. And then let's go ahead and... Oh, I already did that too. Sweet. All right. So all of our duties are done for the day. The build master just left. So I don't think she would want to stick around and flirt with anybody. Can we snag like some free food in here? Is there like some way? No. All right. We won't worry about that then. All right, so we are free for the day. We just need to stay focused and then we'll be able to work our way up into having a really high performance. I think we're going to go ahead and we'll go back over to the forest. So we're going to head over to the forest outskirts and we're going to go on an adventure again because we had some pretty good times doing adventures yesterday. And if we find anything on this adventure, then we'll head into the market later tonight. Can I beat up any of these guys? She does want to beat someone up. Is the guy, yeah, the guy we normally get into a fist fight with is still here. So let's get into a quick fist fight to help her feel better. What a night. What a night. Quick fist fight to help her feel better. Oh, no, he won? We're doing this again. We're throwing down again. Come on. That's better. That should help her feel a bit better. Yeah, see, that makes her feel much, much better. And now we're going to threaten him for money. So hand it over. Hopefully it'll be a little bit. Is it going to be any money? Yeah, there we go. Oh, and she actually gets, because that was a night action, I guess. She gets some experience from that. Okay, so there's that. We could go hunting. We're going to go on an adventure. The odds are high for adventure. It looks like we can go hunting all of the time too. It's not just something that we can only do when we have that like quest. It looks like all of the things we can do actually we can gain experience for, I'm learning. So that's really important for me to remember when we go back to playing as Queen Briarstone, because I can have her hold those petitions quite often and hopefully be able to really improve her relationship not only with the town and with all of her people, but also gain experience points. So now I know. Now I know. Let's see what adventure we're going to find in the forest. Walking along the forest path, you discover 2 peculiarly dressed young men standing next to what appear to be upright metal and glass coffins. Okay! Mouths agape, they seem enthralled by the rather mundane forest when they notice you. Excuse us, do you know where there are any personages of historical significance around here? Okay, an upright metal and glass coffin. Is this gonna be... Really? Is this gonna be like time travelers? Okay. Direct to castle. I don't know what they mean by that, but I suppose it won't hurt for them to find some help. I'll direct them to the castle or direct to the pit. I don't know what these strange fools think they're doing here, but the constable and executioner ought to know what to do. I'll direct them to the judgment area. I think we would go ahead to the pit, actually. Upright, metal, and glass. Any persons of historical significance to the pit, please. Okay. You directed them to the pit, but a little while later they returned to you looking rather cross. Those medieval ugly dudes you sent us tried to feed us to the most unexcellent pit monster. I think you need to meet our friend Melvin, said the other. They promptly grab your undergarments and pull them up entirely too far. Ouch, received the Melvin debuff. Oh man, that's not cool. That's humiliating. In fact, I think we need to turn back around and go on another adventure. But there, okay, a bear reared up, going down with the sword. Received, the bear was even more fearsome than it seemed. Even 4 feet of steel wasn't enough to stop the destructive machine of claw and fur. She was wounded, but at least she received some valuable experience. Received 25 experience and the grievously mauled buff. Oh my gosh, no! We're losing. Quick, Really? Oh, thank goodness. Then we're back up in the green from the fighting. Oh, all right. We should be gaining for our abilities. Dang it. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's been a bad day. We're grievously wounded. We're limping. It hurts. Everything hurts and we don't have anybody to heal us. Gosh darn it. We're going to make some food. Back off, bandits. I'll totally kick your rumps again if you start messing with me. All right, so let's go ahead and have some roast bear. Oh my gosh. We're seriously like wounded and we have no way to go find help. Oh, this is a bit of a rough day. Pretty rough day for our adventuring knight here. So we're going to go ahead and eat, actually. No, hey, eat that food. Eat that roast boar. And then we might even sleep in their tent and just show them what for, because they're always messing with us. But I think she's okay now. All right. So now we have to limp all the way into town. So we're going to go and we're going to limp all the way over into the village shops in order to see if we can possibly sell some of our stuff. This is slightly humiliating. This is terrible. I'm hoping we'll find some healing things while we're there. But the good news is at least we have managed to continue to increase our experience points. So we're still performance degrading. No! We should probably go ahead and turn in pretty soon then. Darn. All right. So we'll go ahead and turn in pretty soon. But we can go ahead and sell the Belladonna. So we'll add that to the sell list. We'll just add all of it. There we go. And that Adamite we found, and we'll go ahead and sell the venison. So there we go. All right, that's actually a lot of money, so that should help us out. And then anything interesting: untempered longsword, a sleeping draught, a boon for insomniacs everywhere, cheese. We could get cheese in case we wanted that. There's an ivory paddle, interesting. Bottle of ink, a fiddle, an apple, which might be, you know what, we'll grab a few apples because it's probably pretty important to have a little bit of food. Energy potion that could keep us up. There's some wheat. We'll grab a few of those because we can probably cook something. Health salve. Oh my goodness. We can treat our wounds and maybe make things a bit better. So we'll grab a couple of those actually, because it seems we'll grab 3 because it seems like we need them quite often. Oh, an amateur's guide to treasure hunting. Interesting. And a crude shovel. Let's go ahead. We're going to buy it because you know what? She's part pirate still. She's got the memories of being a pirate. So I think she'd be curious about that. And then I don't think we would need anything else. Maybe a couple eggs and maybe a spice, just because I'm getting the feeling she's tired of eating. Well, I don't think she would be tired of eating just nothing but meat. But we'll definitely grab all of the healing that we can. And then maybe a little bit of salt. I could definitely see her wanting some salt. And a staff, blood moss, don't need that. A parrot, that would be cool. She is from like parrot roots, so I could see her really wanting a parrot. That could be cool. Or a falcon. Anything else? Citrus fruit, maybe a couple. And then I think that'll be it. That'll be it. Ah! That's going to use up $950. Let's knock back some of that healing of things. There we go. Maybe we don't need the treasure map, but she is a pirate, so I could see her using the treasure map. Maybe we don't need some of this food. Let's just get it. Why not? All right. You completed the big spender. Big spender. Spend 15,000 total simoles. So awesome. You have just equipped a shovel. Would you like to learn how to dig for treasure? Yes, I would actually, because I think that would be quite fun. Treasure hunting is new to Sims Medieval. Pirates and nobles. The first thing you'll need is a shovel. Shovels can be purchased at the village shop or built by a blacksmith. Interesting. To dig for treasure, the shovel must be equipped in your Sim's inventory. Once the shovel is equipped, your Sim can dig for treasure by clicking on the ground. Only certain locations in the world contain treasure. If your Sim digs in the correct location, they will find treasure, which include many simoles, relics, and other special items. With great rewards come great risk. While digging for treasure, there is a chance your Sim will be abducted by the pit beast. Ooh, that's so cool. All right, we can't dilly-dally too much longer because our performance is degrading, but we have spent a couple days with our knight, and let's go ahead. She's coming back. She's sold a few things. Let's try using this. I think we should just go ahead and use the medium one because she has had quite the day. Oh, there's some healing. I'm just going to call them healing potions. Is she going to feel a little better? She feels decently-ish better. It's too soon. You can only use one at a time. Okay. So now we know that. And unfortunately, we are starting to lose some of our bounty. So let's go ahead and we're just going to turn in the wild boar head. And then next time we get a chance to play as Alana, we will try playing her in a way where we can go and we can look up, for some treasure. Oh, she's so close to leveling up too. Oh, I really wish we had had more time. But I guess you get a chance every level. So, okay, can I maybe practice military strategy? How about with her Majesty maybe? Do I get experience for that? Yeah, you actually get a good chunk of experience for that too. All right, let's try military strategy with the guard. And Her Majesty is awake. I'm not sure how much longer she'll be awake though. All right, that's nice. I like how much we can collect so much of the military strategy, or so much experience from military strategy. But it is time to go ahead and wrap up with Alana's quest, I suppose. I wish I had more time to have her flirt with the Buildmaster. All right, what do you think, Your Majesty? And there I was, standing before the lair of the wild beast, watching it gorge itself on truffles, and I knew it was time to strike. We spotted each other simultaneously, and charged fearlessly at one another. With a swift plunge, I drove a sharpened spear into the heart of the monster, vanquishing it once and for all. You've done it! My kingdom no longer cowers before the presence of this savage beast. Here is your well-deserved reward. Wonderful! All right. Oh, look, we're back up to doing things, and it's time to celebrate. Oh, we still have time, you guys! We still have time. I don't have to do anything yet. We received so much money. Yes, that just restored all of the money we spent, too. Sweet. And then, how would we celebrate? You defeated it? Okay, how would we celebrate? Oh, we're having a moment to actually be able to like chat with Her Majesty. So let's go ahead, maybe get to know and maybe discuss adventures. Probably a very circumspect sort of talk about adventures, actually. But we should have a good relationship with Her Majesty the Queen, since we are supposed to be her loyal servant. Oh, there it goes. Okay, quest complete. You completed the quest at gold level. Excellent work. Wonderful. Yes, and she has now been bumped up to level 3. Boom. And she has gained that money. Awesome. And we have gained some protection. We've actually gained two levels of security for the kingdom. So that makes me very happy. Dame Alana has slain the wild boar known as Bukastubur and collected an impressive bounty. A feast was held in celebration of her deed. Fantastic. All right, now she can do the whirling takedown special combat move, and her fighting proficiency has slightly increased. Awesome. Oh, and there's our time with Alana. That was amazing, you guys. I actually had a really great time being able to work with Alana, and I am going to miss being able to play with her. So, phooey, I'm going to miss you, Alana. I am going to miss you. However, it will be interesting to see. So what do we have? We have quite a bit of renown, and then resource points. 90 resource points. Ho ho ho. We can probably build quite a few things now. Sweet. I'm trying to think who I would want to build next. Alana gets herself beat the heck up, so having a clinic would be absolutely awesome. But if we build a lighthouse, that increases, it looks like that increases the security, and it increases how much we would get for culture and knowledge. So that could be really good. But well-being goes way up with the clinic. Wizard's Tower would increase knowledge quite a bit, and we're starting to cap out at how much knowledge we can currently use. However, the mill would increase knowledge, and it would increase well-being. Let's see, the blacksmith, the smithy is probably super important too. So we probably need to get that built very soon as well. The tavern would have been amazing to be able to go hang out at. The King Ball Court would have been really cool. And eventually, I know we need to make sure that we get one of these to either the cathedral or the monastery built. So I'm kind of leaning towards maybe the monastery at the moment, because it looks like it improves knowledge. And I think that would be what our queen would go for first. And also the Watcher Pavilion. That would be really cool to put down too. I think right now our culture is very low, but I would really love to have the clinic. So let's go ahead and we're going to build the clinic. It's going to be a furnished clinic. And let's see what it says. The clinic is a building devoted to healing and the pursuit of worldly science. If you have a cold, a wound suffered on the field of battle, or the plague, this is the place to go. Just be mindful of the leeches. Rather sensitive fellows they are. And this will increase our well-being a lot if we put this down. So let's go ahead and put it down. We should have enough money, I think. Starting funds, yeah. There we go. Click. Yay. I know. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Now we can add in a new physician. So let's go ahead and add in a physician. And I'm going to roll a dice to see if it's going to be a male or female physician. Actually, it's going to be a female again. Sorry, guys. So let's see. And we have the choice between Eve. And she has the hopeful orphan entitled, and I don't want a cruel person as our physician. So, oh, hello. You don't look like a physician. No offense, but Clara? Karina? Karina is actually kind of a cool name now that I think about it. She doesn't really look like a physician, but at the same time, I could kind of see, I kind of want to modify her a little bit. Like change her skin tone some. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting because you more have to like pick from the various pieces. What would her traits be? Why is it always cruel? Poor planning, poorly chosen words, hubris, so full of themselves that when they successfully do things that they become blinded by their own hubris. Eloquent, the gift of gab. None of that. She's really kind of interesting, but I don't think anything about her is really striking me as the physician I want. Nothing about you either. Not quite. No, I can't always go back to. She's interesting. She almost looks like vampiric. Wouldn't that be interesting if you had like a physician who everyone secretly suspected might be a vampire and we mostly only send out at night? That could be kind of cool. Let's go ahead and see what kind of traits we could give. I think insomnia. Actually, insomniac, they have the fatal flaw of having difficulty falling asleep when they want to. Unfortunately, this means they are so tired during the day that they will sometimes fall asleep when they decidedly do not want to. Let's go ahead and have her be that. And then we'll go ahead and she kind of reminds me of like a vampire is what I'm saying. So maybe earthy, because she's going to need to be able to harvest a bunch of things, being on the outdoors, look great in brown or green outfits. Maybe, and I really think hopeful orphan would be really cool, but scholarly would be very important too. So maybe we'll do scholarly instead of earthy, because earthy is kind of obvious for a physician. And then maybe we'll do the hopeful orphan as well, because I think that would be kind of cool to find her long lost parents. So there we go. We'll use those as her flaw. No, I ruined it again. I always misclick on being able to make it. Okay, so let's try this again. We're going to have her be an insomniac, and we'll have, I think she'll be kind of like, a lot of the people in town will be scared of her because she sort of reminds them of a vampire, but of course those aren't real, right? So scholarly, they have a strong desire to learn about the world about them. They are fascinated by even the most mundane objects. So we'll go ahead and just have her be very scholarly and a hopeful orphan. And then she's super duper pale, face details, adjust blush or 5 o'clock shadow. So she'll be, I think she'll be very pale, but you can like see her skin, and apparent skin age you can change too. That's so cool. So we can make her seem a lot older or a lot younger. So we'll make her seem very young. And then I think she might be very tiny. Like she won't look like somebody who you would want to have as a physician, like in terms of strength. And Karina, I like that. Karina, let's do blood moss, because there is a plant in the game called blood moss. There we go. She really does look kind of like a vampire. I love it. All right, and let's see what we can give her in terms of like looks and hair. I really want to try to make her quite fascinating. I like the braid. The braid makes a lot of sense to me for a physician. Oh, this even is really pretty too. Like some beautiful curls. I like it. Okay, and then let's see. Wow, I can give her all sorts of like interesting eyebrows. Very inquisitive. Very inquisitive. Wow, you can give them some pretty interesting looks. All right, we'll go with that one. I don't think I've ever really messed with their looks quite so intently. Normally I just leave it be. I actually like her rounded face. That's actually quite cute. And then maybe some makeup, some light makeups. Let's see, mostly piratey makeups it looks like. Any lipstick? I think we'll do the lipstick just to really kind of round out. I don't want to make her like traditionally pretty, but I want to make it so that she's not probably actually a vampire, but I want everybody to be just slightly on, oh, that's perfect. I want everybody to be just slightly on edge around her. Like, oh yeah, she's not a vampire, but then just a little note of doubt. That's really what I want. So we're going to save her. And then we're done. I love it. I love it. All right. Karina. There we go. So Karina, hopefully we'll be able to do some fun quest with her. And let's see if we can go ahead. I want to see if we can get the Watchers Pavilion built as well. I think we can because we have enough RP resources. But maybe I should build the monastery or the mill even. And quite honestly, the smithy, I think, is probably the next most important thing. And that does add a little bit of culture. It adds security and it adds culture. But I also feel like building the Watchers Pavilion would be pretty important soon too. And we are sort of maxed out on how much knowledge we can currently have. So let's build the Watchers Pavilion, and then next I will build the smithy, because I know the smithy is super important and it probably needs to be built soon because they need the tools and the weapons. But the Watchers Pavilion at the same time, I think, is important for the town. So let's go ahead and try that. And hopefully I won't ruin the game by accidentally building things out of order in the way they're not supposed to be built. So I want the Watchers Pavilion. There we go. The pavilion is an elegant monument dedicated to the Watcher and serves as a testament of the people's faith. Also, I think that's really cool to be able to have all that. Look at the well-being, off the charts ability on well-being now. We have a little bit more room for some more culture. The unique social options for low culture are available. The knowledge is super high. Sims are occasionally inspired. Home burglaries are rare. Bandits rarely roam the countryside. And market prices are moderately decreased because their security is so high. That is wonderful. All right, I'm so excited. All right, you guys. So next time we might have an opportunity to work with our totally not a vampire, Karine, the new physician in town. And we hopefully will be able to gain some more RP points so that we can build up a few more things. I'm excited to have the Watchers Pavilion here. And I'm so thrilled. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be so awesome. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.